Hey, what's up everybody? I'm back with my fourth haul video. I'd said in my other videos that I didn't know how frequently I was going to be doing the haul videos because I don't always buy a lot of stuff. And it's been a few weeks, so this is a couple weeks worth of stuff, and there's some Craigslist stuff and other things in here. But I'm not going to do my current books anymore. I'm sure that nobody cares what I think about the new issue of Walking Dead, but I'm just going to get started. These couple of books here, actually, let me reorder them. I had found a store on Craigslist that was about an hour away from my house I'd never been to before, and it said toys. Like, most of the stuff in the ad was talking about toys, but I did say that they had some comic books, and I went up there, and their store was basically toys, and then there was a comic book shop in that area that had closed, and I think he just bought all their back stock, so a lot of it was really picked over. But I did find this Generation X number 20 and Generation X number 21. This is Howard the Duck comes and picks them up. I flipped through them. I read Generation X when it first came out, but I've never made it past like issue 10 back then, so I flipped through them. I don't know what these are going for. I just had seen them, as books to be on the lookout for, and I got them for 50 cents, and they look really nice, so I couldn't complain. Really, I only got 3 things from him. It was a kind of a wasted trip until I found this. It's Marvel Age number 25. Let me clean this up a little bit. Marvel Age number 25. I think this is the 3rd appearance of Rocket Raccoon. It's an early appearance, either way. It's not even really an appearance, it's just a story about the creator, Bill Mantlo, and it's pretty interesting. I did read this. It's in really good shape for 50 cents. I couldn't pass it up, so that's that. Today, I found this for $1. I'm just trying to get this X-Force stuff. I actually was going through my collection and looking at a lot of my old stuff and thinking about kind of downsizing a little bit. And by downsizing, I mean getting rid of stuff that I know that I'm never going to read. And I had like kind of a scattered amount of X-Force. Like I had 1 through 12 or something consecutively, and then just random issues after that. And I decided that I was going to try and get 1 through 20 consecutive. There's a shop that that's by my house that has a bunch of just, like, all their back issues are just totally mixed up. And I don't usually go there except for new comic books, but I checked it out. He had the ones I was missing to give me 1 through 20 consecutively, but I've seen this all over the place. I think it's Deadpool's 4th appearance. I just wanted it for my collection, but I'm sure it would be worth something someday. This is another one that I got for $1, I think. I'm just buying Inhuman stuff. You've heard me say it before, you'll hear me say it again. I'm buying Inhuman stuff. I like them, I think they're cool. My girlfriend's really into them. This is a king-size special. I looked at it. It's very 1990s. I guess I could say that. I will show one new book from this week. I'm really excited that I found this one. I love Jason Aaron. I don't know if I'm going to read Lady Thor, or apparently it's just called Thor. I said that if I was going to buy it, I was going to buy one of the variants, and I hoped I'd found the Scotty Young, but this is just as good to me. Fiona Staples cover. I love Saga. I love Fiona Staples, so yeah, I picked it up. It was like $5, I think, so only a couple bucks over cover price, or $1 over cover price, I guess. I couldn't pass it up, but it's just too cool of a cover. She is smashing that Frost Giant, and she is pissed. So, these other books, you saw me before. I found Guardians of the Galaxy 1 through 2, 1 and 2, at a shop. They had a bunch of them. They have almost the whole run. I'd taken some stuff in to trade it, so I thought I was going to snag some while I was in there. I got these plus another book that I'll show you later. This is just number 3, the regular cover. they had the variant, but they wanted like $30 or $40, I think. And it's just the second printing. I don't care. I just want to read these. I'm not into these Guardians of the Galaxy ones for the value. Number 1 is cool for the value, but really after reading 1 and 2, I wanted to read them. Number 4, the Secret Invasion crossover. It's a really cool cover with the Skrull Star-Lord. And then number 5, Gamora, Rocket, and Quasar. It's super cool. I thought I picked up 6, but if I did, I lost it in the parking lot or something. I don't know. And then after that, on eBay, I got this book from Mile High Comics, and it was supposed to be a Fine Plus, and I got this. Whoop. Is it going to focus? It's not going to focus. But it doesn't need to be in focus for you to see how hard that crease is. And there's also damage to this corner as well. But it's Annihilation Conquest Star-Lord number 1. They did give me a full refund, so I can't complain. It's a free book. But I really wanted a nice copy. And I wanted a nice copy because I had bought these from my comic shop, and I bought the nicest ones that they had. So I wanted a really nice set. These books are awesome. This is the best Annihilation story that I've read so far. It's great. Groot is awesome. Rocket's awesome. I mean, I can't say enough nice things about it. Number 3, and I'm sure you figured out that I bought the whole run, so number 4. It's a good series. I've read it a couple of times. I'm glad that I got them. And then when I ordered these from my comic shop, I also ordered this from them, Annihilation Conquest number 5. So now I just need number 6. So if anybody knows some sort of secret place where I could land a copy of number 6 for a fair price, that would make me very happy. This Annihilation Conquest storyline is really good, and I've been enjoying reading it, and I've read through what I have, which is 5. I'm just waiting for number 6. The only store locally that has any Annihilation Conquest stuff has the trades, but if I can't find 6, I guess I'll just buy the trade. I don't really want to spend that money for one issue, so alright. Some of this stuff isn't new, but I just want to show it off. I was going through my box. I'm going to kind of rearrange the way I have some of my stuff, but this is the Tony Moore Batman number 32. It's sort of the Daryl Dixon Batman. He's got a crossbow and a dirt bike. I actually found this for cover price when I bought it. It was on the shelf. I couldn't believe it. And then I found out they were doing another one. I like Tony Moore's work, so Detective Comics number 33. I'm getting ready to bad glare on the top loader. Nope. I'm getting ready to take these out of the top loaders, I think, and just put a board in them, put them in a box. My box that has top loaders in it is getting kind of full, so I'm trying to rethink what I want to do because I've got some other books that I would rather have in there. Earlier I said I got the Guardians of the Galaxy books plus another one. This was the other one I got. Harley Quinn number 0 variant. I have had a hell of a time finding this. I found it. I traded just a bunch of random back issues, basically. I traded them some modern stuff too. It was just a huge, quantity of things. The only book I gave up that was really valuable was I had a first appearance of Carnage, but it was in bad shape, so I didn't really care to hang on to it. I already had one that's in near mint condition. And then the shop I went to today that I told you I got the Deadpool book at, they had this, and I happened to overhear them talking about X-Force number 2. I am not overvaluing X-Force number 2, but I'm glad that people are, because I traded that for this. I traded a very fine copy of X-Force number 2 for this book, which is in very, very, very nice shape. It's near mint. It's probably, honestly, near mint 9.6 or 9.8 from my experience with grading which I've done just once. But that book I thought for damn sure was a 9.8, and it was a 9.6, so I'm scared to call anything a 9.8. And this is a book I picked up. See, I'm sticking with the TV theme here. You know, I like to kid myself and say that I don't speculate, but I do. I got this for $12. I don't know if this was just an old price tag or what, but I got it for $12. So I'm glad to have that. Really glad to have that. This is my books from the Craigslist ad that I found. The Craigslist ad said that they had Silver Age comic books, and I looked them up on the internet. It was a business. It was like RC cars and stuff, so it was kind of cool. Fantastic Four, number 54, an early Inhumans. I don't know how well you can see it in the video, but it's brown. The pages are brown. I just wanted to have it. I think I paid $20 for a piece for that book and this next book. Now, $20 might be a little bit high for this one. It might be just right. It's really, really nice, except for being like very brown. I'm not happy with the color. But this is what I went to buy, what caught my eye in the ad. Fantastic Four, number 65, first appearance of Ronan the Accuser. This book is nicer. You know, I'm sure that this one is just VG. This book is probably fine. Maybe fine minus. It's got a couple ticks. I know it's not. It's focusing a little bit. See, it's got some spine ticks, but the color is nice. The color is really nice. The pages are nice, you know, cream color. It's in good condition. I love this movie. You know, it's made me interested in these characters. And I've always wanted a Jack Kirby book, and I've been trying to decide which one was going to be my first one. And I ended up with two of them. So, in these last two books, I had a CGC 96 New Mutants 98. And I've been trying to find some sort of deal where I could trade my New Mutants but still end up with a New Mutants. Basically, I wanted to keep a New Mutants book. I didn't like the graded one because it wouldn't fit in a long box and it just took up too much space for me. So, sorry for the delay there. I was turning one of the lights off, seeing if it would help with the glare. Went to a shop, saw this bad boy sitting on the shelf, and asked the person if they would be interested in making a deal involving my 9.6 and this book. Like I said, based on my experience with them, this is probably another 9.6, maybe a 9.4. It's got a ding if you lay the book flat. This will never show up. It's got like a dent, but it's not a color break. And I know CGC doesn't grade against it if it's not a color break. But I don't care. I didn't want another near mint one. I wanted to flip it. The other one that I had, I paid $100 for, plus the $30 for CGC. They wanted $275 for this, or $220, $275. And then I saw this also. And this was the only way I was going to do the deal, is if I got both of these. Tomb of Dracula, number 10, first appearance of Blade. This book has been on my list for a little while. It's awesome. It's super hard to find, at least in, you know, my neck of the woods. This is the second one that I've seen in about a year and a half. The last one that I saw was in similar condition, and for some reason they wanted like $350 for it. They wanted $75 for this plus $275 for this. I feel like I got a good deal on my trade. I feel like both of us got a good deal on the trade because that graded one might go up in value, but guess what? If the graded one goes up in value, that means this one's going up in value too. So, anyway, I'm trying to wrap this up. I don't want my videos to go over 15 minutes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for participating in the hobby that I also enjoy. So, everybody have a good week.